Okay guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Azzaid Zahri Rafsanjani and you can call me Zahri. In here, I will tell you a novel that I read in theater, Stranger on a Train. Chapter 1, in the opening chapter of Strangers on a Train, we are introduced to the two main characters. The first character, Guy Haynes, and the second character, Carlos Bruno. Guy is a successful architect trained in an unhappy marriage, while Cyrus is an eccentric and troubled young man. They change upon each other during a train journey and strike up a conversation. Charles reveals his deep-seated hatred for his father and concocts a twisted plan for the perfect murder, sweeping victims to avoid any suspicion introduced and disturbed by Charles' proposition. Guy tries to distance himself but cannot shake off the encounter. In chapter 2, as the story progresses in chapter 2, Guy's life becomes increasingly complicated. He discovers that his estranged wife, Miriam, is pregnant with another man's child and refuses to grant him a divorce. The weight of his failing marriage and his desire to be with his lover, Anne Faulkner, drives him to consider Charles' proposition more seriously. However, Guy entirely dismisses the idea as impractical and dangerous, hoping that his troubles will resolve themselves naturally. In chapter 3, the tension and intrigue escalate as Charles Bruno takes matters into his own hands, consumed by his obsession with Guy. Charles stalks him and becomes entwined in his personal life. He meets Miriam and becomes infatuated with her, seeing her as a perfect victim for the scheme. Charles tracks down Guy's address and even shows up uninvited. Further, endeavoring him. Meanwhile, Guy's internal struggle intensive, torn between the desire to be free of his burdensome marriage and the fear of engaging in Charles' twisted plan. Chapter 4, the first chapter delves deeper into the psychological turmoil faced by both Guy and Charles. Guy grapples with the moral implication of Charles' proposal, recognizing the inflexibility and horror of taking a life. He desperately seeks alternative to escape his unhappy marriage and protect his future with Eddie. Charles, on the other hand, becomes increasingly unstable and begins to exhibit disturbing behavior. His fixation on Miriam borders on dangerous obsession, and his action raise concern about his true motive and intention. Chapter 5 unfolds the narrative text and the sinister tone. Charles Bruno's action become more aggressive and he hatches a plan to murder Miriam himself, putting immense pressure on the guy to recover cocaine. Feeling trapped and cornered, Guy in turn struggle reaches its peak. He knows that they must find a way out of this terrible situation without getting his hands dirty. The Chatrians on the suspenseful note with two struggles sorry with the two strangers on the first of a faithful vacation that will irreversibility alter the course of their lives. Okay, in conclusion, the first five chapters of strangers on a train set the stage for a gripping psychological thriller. The characters of Guy, Haynes, and Charles Bruno are introduced, and their lives become entangled in a dangerous web of obsession and murder. The mounting tension and moral dilemmas faced by the protagonist create a sense of unease and anticipation for what is to come. As the story progresses, the reader is left wondering how Guy and Charles will navigate their twisted path and whether they can escape the consequences of their choices. This is a summary of the novel that I have read. I hope that the novel that I'm telling can be useful for those who listen to it from me and those who read this novel. In the end, let me say and thank you guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Nice.